Hey there, welcome back to the channel. On the last video, I talked about the power of habits, about those small steps that you take every day being the things that will move you towards that long-term vision. We don't ever achieve a long-term vision in one big go. It's all about those small daily steps that you take. And there are lots of tools and techniques that you can use to build those habits and make sure that you and your team are doing the right things. It's all about what you do when it comes to the tactics of delivery. So what are the things that you need to be doing? And many of us will have a to-do list. Many of us will have goals and things that we want to start to do that we don't yet do. And that's great. But there's a really powerful way of adding something to that thought, and a tool that I often use to help clients with this. It's dead simple. It's called Start, Stop, Continue. It isn't rocket science. You can probably already understand what I'm going to say just from the title of the exercise, but it's such a powerful tool. Start, Stop, Continue works like this. You brainstorm with your team or with the help of a facilitator. Firstly, the things that you as a team, with your vision in mind, thinking about those big projects that you've outlined in the swim lanes of your strategy, what are the things that you don't do now that you need to start doing as a team? So that might be something like, well, we need to start delegating more, we need to start meeting together more regularly, those sorts of things. Things that you don't do, that you need to begin to do, that will move you, when you do them, repeatedly, will move you step by step towards your goal. Then you've got the things that you need to stop doing. And again, stopping doing in the world of habits, certainly in our personal lives, are things that we really understand. People know, oh, we need to stop smoking, I need to stop eating so much rubbish, etc., etc. Exactly the same with your business. What are the things that you do? And you have to take a really honest and introspective look. What are the things you're doing as a team, as individuals, as a business, without blame? But what are the things you do that you should really stop doing because they're holding you back from achieving your goal? And again, that might be things like micromanaging. That might be things like getting too involved in the detail of things that are going on. Things you need to stop doing. We need to stop having so many meetings without a purpose. These are really common things that I find in businesses they are doing regularly, very often without understanding why they do them, coming back to that question why. It's just become part of what they do. It's become a habit. I talked about habits last time, and it's a habit that they need to break. So the first two things, what do you need to start to do? New things for you and your team and your business, and what do you need to stop doing? Now, of course, any improvement, any movement into a brighter future is never about, as they say, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There are things that you do now, practices you have, ways of working, habits that you've developed as a team and as individuals that really stand you in good stead, that are powerful, that are helping you to move forward in business. Those are the things you need to continue to do. You must not stop doing those new things. And the way that it works is this: you brainstorm up your start, stop and continue, and then list them out, and regularly, monthly I would suggest at least, review it with the team and get each of the team to score. Okay, we said we would stop having meetings without an agenda. Honestly, red, amber, green, how are we doing? And you mark on a spreadsheet or you put stickers on a board on the wall. It doesn't matter as long as you're marking those and reviewing regularly and you can see how you're doing. So your continues, those are the habits that you have as a team that you want to keep. The stop doing things are things that should eventually disappear. That list should get smaller and smaller as you say, actually, we've got that cracked. We never have meetings without an agenda. They always have a chair. They always have a purpose. We don't have meaningless meetings anymore. Cross that one off. And the start list are the ones that, as you begin to build them into habits, and this is the purpose of continuous review, become the continue actions. So when you say we have genuinely started to delegate more, you review that until actually you realise delegating to your wider team is now something that is just part of who you are. It goes on the continue list. And you need to review this. I mean, it's something that's worth going back to and checking you haven't picked up habits that no longer serve you. In fact, that some of the things you are continuing to do may be fine now, but they might stop serving you in the future. But eventually, the stop list disappears and the start list becomes the continue list. And what you're left with is the continue, which is your list of habits and non-negotiable behaviours that you as a team always do and hold yourself accountable for doing day in, day out, week in, week out, moving you step by step towards that brighter future, that vision that you're working towards. Start, stop, continue. It's a really simple tool. It's a really powerful tool. Hopefully you find it useful. Take it and try it with your teams. Let me know how you get on. Do please, if you're on YouTube watching this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Building that subscriber list really helps me to get these out to more people. So if you would subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. My website details will pop up. You can go over to the website, find more materials there and ways that you can get in touch if you would like to. And also if you're on the podcast as well, please do subscribe to the podcast. It all helps me to do more of these, to be able to add value to individuals and businesses like yours. So thanks very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.